country can ever truly flourish if it stifles the potential of its women and deprives itself of the contributions of half of its citizens. Michelle Obama. It is a pleasure to welcome all of you to our very first International Women's Day that will be conducted online. We will be your MCs for today. My name is Casey.
And I am Darren. The purpose of this eventful day is to empower and to continue in taking strides for creating a more inclusive society to come. The theme for this year's International Women's Day is #ChooseToChallenge.
It is to encourage people worldwide to take action for equality, raise awareness on bias, and as well as to challenge societal standards. We hope you enjoy what has been prepared this year. Now, we will be introducing Ausmat Director Ms. Vanita, where she will be giving a few words about the commencement of this event. Thank you.
Good day to Ausmat students, lecturers, and friends. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to say a few words as Ausmat Sunway College KL joins the world to celebrate International Women's Day on this day, 8th March 2021. Today is the day where we celebrate the achievement of women, especially in the last century, where so much has been done by all our heroines of the last century, where they challenged status quo, all right, and gave us these opportunities that we are blessed to have. But at the same time, we also have to remember there is still so much left to be done. And this is something that is a continuous process whereby we need to still continue to raise awareness against bias. We need to work together to take action for equality. So I want to say thank you to Dr. Sally and Miss Sue for leading this charge within the Ausmat program, all right, whereby I want to appreciate as well the efforts that our 8R English students and our general English students have taken, all right, to create this awareness for all in Ausmat. And yeah, so let's sit back and enjoy what they have in store for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Vanita, for the wonderful speech. Without further ado, please welcome Sinyi, an alumni of Sunway College who will be performing a dance entitled Yes, I Am Free. After that, Scott Long will also be gracing us today with his melodic piano recital.
Hello to everybody watching today. Happy International Women's Day. My name is Myra and I am from class 2020 of the Ausmat batch. Today I have my team members here.
I'm Violet.
I'm Joanna.
I'm Yongjian.
And I'm Isabel.
Today we are all going to be performing slam poetry based on a poem called Choose to Challenge, and we really hope that you all enjoy it. We need you to listen. We need you to challenge.
Not the strength of women.
But let's take a look at the world's questions.
Can women lift the weight?
They can.
Can women fight in wars?
They already are.
Can women fill their wardrobes with jeans and baggy shirts?
Of course they can. Of course they will.
There is this endless game of women versus the world.
But women are already the winners for choosing to challenge.
The world reveals to them a spark.
But they are a bright and effortless wildfire. I wonder why the world's mind feeds on the curiosity of men and their unbeatable strength.
Do you not open your heart to capability over physicality?
When we think of swords,
Wait,
Heavy work.
They go on thinking of
Men.
men?
men.
Are we missing something?
oh, how unfortunate we forget that women are the world's architects.
Building, shaping, and painting the colors of the world.
With all of their forsaken love and underestimated abilities.
The world says it is weakness, but we call it strength.
When I was younger, school made an oath to make my knowledge stronger by letting me know that I couldn't wear that color, buy that toy car, nor play football in the field.
She was learned to be labeled.
And until today,
This is not even old school.
are you shocked to see my words here? They are wide awake. These rules on women don't need to sleep anymore.
Listen to us carefully.
She is not pitied for being fairly feminine, but for being seen as everything that the world says she is supposed to be.
By now, she could flee, but her light remains a beacon for the world and her enemies.
Water gushing down on heavy rocks like a waterfall.
She is strong when she is falling.
A candle flame flaunting a spark in subtle wings.
She can be burnt out, but never forgotten. Dark is the night, but what makes it bright?
She is the star.
She is also the sun.
That the world could never challenge.
She herself is the world's necessity, not the world wants.
We ask you to not just listen, but to remember.
Challenge the world.
And not
The strength.
Of women.
Justice is about making sure that being polite not the same thing as being quiet.
When I raise my hand, I am aware of all the women who are still in silence. लेके रहेंगे आजादी, हम लेके रहेंगे आजादी, है हक हमारा
Are forces of nature. They are strong and powerful beings. Today, we celebrate all the young girls and women all around the world. This year, we have invited many alumni of the Ausmat English class to talk about issues pertaining to women's rights and International Women's Day.
This is the year where we choose to challenge. We are not challenging women, we are challenging the world. Every year we come together on International Women's Day to be able to acknowledge the strength of the women in this world. There are two things that a woman is. She is the choices that she can make on her own. She is the ability to choose who she wants to be.
Women as entities rather than humans with their own goals and aspirations, therefore being pushed to children rather than be powerful leaders.
That there shouldn't even be a question, why can't a woman have the same opportunities and rights as a man? It doesn't make any sense.
Women have never been inferior to men. Stereotypes and social expectations are what limits us from being in the same positions as them.
Something like the perception of gender roles is difficult to change, especially if that person has already formed an opinion on it. But if parents educate their children early on about women's rights and lead by example, we will be able to see change.
Because the main difference between a man and a woman is the physical body. I personally strongly believe that aspects such as leadership skills, charisma, personality, and discipline are far more important whenever it comes to work or work-related positions. So, to all you ladies out there, if at any point in time being a woman has become a disadvantage for you, know that you can fight back and bite back because there are 3.82 billion girls out there that have your back. 3.82 billion girls out there that have your back.
Lastly, we will be introducing an item prepared by our international students. We are truly beyond privileged to be able to have international students from Ausmat who would like to share various experiences and adversities that women face in their home nation. Please enjoy.
Hello everybody, today Lalani and I will be representing Australia for International Women's Day presentation. With over half the Australian population being women, one may think that they are treated as equals by men. However, this is not true. Many of these women experience inequality in numerous aspects of their lives. Because of their gender, women often have fewer choices and opportunities compared to men. As a result, women are disproportionate to men in their work life and economic aspects. As I used to live in Australia, I can safely say that the gender stereotypes were very much still in place. Men would be the ones working and women would be at home taking care of the children. Even fast food places like McDonald's would have around 2 times as many male workers as women. Superannuation for women is also lower than men in Australia by 40%.
However, given all the cons and areas for improvement, there are places in which women shine. For example, education and healthcare sectors of work are compromised 70% by women. Women are also given 6-month paid maternity leave, which is also adopted in European countries. The appearance of more women in parliament has increased as well. Hopefully, in the near future, we may be able to see more women's rights come into action in Australia, as well as improve the way of life for them, so that Australia is truly the land of the free through the light that independent women's day shines.
Hello, my name is Abdullah Said, and today I'm going to be speaking about gender inequality and women's rights in Djibouti. I would like to start off with Djibouti's low employment of women. workers at only 18%, meanwhile compared to 81% of male workers being employed. This is partly because of employers preferring male workers for physically demanding jobs, and mainly because most women in Djibouti are illiterate. This also relates to domestic issues in Djibouti. Because most women are illiterate, they have less access to the law and rights, making them susceptible to domestic abuse. Fortunately, however, things in Djibouti are taking a turn as US aid stepped in to help Djibouti women organizations. It has helped many women by providing numerous classes, including illiteracy classes and access to their rights, and further helping women in rural areas through other skill strengthening strategies. Furthermore, Djibouti government has taken many administrative and legal actions to outlaw gender-based violence. Merci.
Hi, I'm Jane, and I'll be representing my nation. In all honesty, Malawi is a nation stuck in what I'd call a resisting phase towards change. I think the critical reason behind this is the immense outspread of poverty and traditional customs that are preventing women and girls to participate and contribute in public and private places. Many women in my nation face discrimination in workplaces as their male counterpart seems to be more suitable for the position. They also encounter the horrid events of being sexually harassed even though they are unable to report, but it has never catered the fact that women are not believed when they decide to take a turning point to move on. Women in Malawi carry multiple burdens of having to be forced into marriage and leave their studies behind. As a result, these women are girls who had a chance to education, a chance to achieve greater heights, but they sadly had to leave it all behind to learn household duties and prepare for marriage. Above all, I am proud to see many little organizations tired of this gender imbalance within the nation and trying to do something about it, trying to give back girls and women the opportunity that had been taken from them. Organizations such as UNICEF and Ikani are some major platforms that are advocating for young women and girls to fight against inequality. I know it may not be much, but it is surely a start to raising awareness and promoting women empowerment. Taonga.
Hello and Assalamu alaikum. Today, me, Mariam Naushin and Masha, we are going to represent Maldives and the women's issues in our country. So as a first thing, we are proud to say that there is no job discrimination between both genders, male and female, in our country. Women are given equal pay as well as put in high position in the government occasionally. Also, they make up 55.7% of the labor force. The male-female ratio of completion of secondary education remains equivalent, though in recent years, the result of female students exceed those of female students. But on the other side, every 1 in 3 female have reported experiencing either physical or sexual violence at least once during their lifetime. Currently, there are no laws against such violences. And 96% of women in the Maldives have reported harassment on the streets, 60% experiencing it before the age of 16, and 40% harassment before age 10. So there are some issues, positive as well as negative, that women in Maldives faces. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Chris and I'm from the Philippines. First, let's talk about the negative women's issues in the Philippines. First is catcalling, or the invisible ways ladies experience sexual harassment. Sexual harassment happens every day, everywhere, to everyone. 3 in 5 women have experienced sexual harassment at least once in their lifetime. Second of all, teenage pregnancy. Teenage pregnancy affects 5.99% of Filipino girls, which is the second highest rate in Southeast Asia based on Save the Children's Global Childhood Report. An estimated 538 babies are born to Filipino teenage mothers every single day. But it's not an issue every time. There are positive and good things to be a woman in the Philippines. The Philippines is the only country in Asia to have closed the gender gap on both education and health, and is one of the only 6 in the world to have done so. And lastly, the Philippines has many constitutional and legislative protections for women, particularly in the area of violence against women. According to the Republic of the Philippines Commissions on Elections, the 2016 certified list of candidates for the position of presidents, 2 out of the 6 candidates were women. Thank you very much for listening. Bye.
Hey everyone, my name is Jumana Zahir and I'm going to be representing Sudan. So first I'm going to start to talk about the women issues in Sudan, whereas it happened many years ago, but I can't lie, it's still happening now. Many Sudanese women and girls are being sexually harassed and raped. As a result, they don't report their sexual assault due to fears of being outcasted by their families. That and the fact that few rapists receive consequences for their actions. These women don't receive their justice as many people think that men have a reason for their for actions of sexual assault. That and the fact that women are scared to go to the police station or any type of organization as they think that they may not be believed. But nowadays, women empowerment grew and Sudanese women play an important role in the politics and many other jobs as they are given greater resources just like men. Also, they have equal salaries just like men. It is also proven that when a woman holds the presidency, she tends to spend most of the money income on education system and healthcare, unlike what a man can do. So in Sudan, women have the right to do anything just like a man, and that is what equality is. And I'm proud to say that in Sudan, women's rights are just as equal as men's rights. Shukran.
Sawadika. I am Chalisa Chow and today I will be representing Thailand. I'll start with the negative issue first. The first issue is sex trafficking. Thailand is a country of transit for sex trafficking. Ethnic Thais are trafficked from poor areas of Chiang Rai, Nong Khai and Phayao to the tourist area. The government are criticized for its lack of response to sex trafficking. Women's political representation is paltry. Although the percentage of women in Thailand parliament increased from 5.4% to 16.2% after the February 2019 general election, it remains far below the global average. Women in Thailand are doing quite well in the business realm. Thailand is performing comparatively well when it comes to having women in the very highest position of power. 24% of CEOs in Thailand are women, compared to 20% worldwide and only 13% in Asia Pacific. Women are also very well represented in the Thai labor force and benefit from certain protective measures under Thai law. Men and women employees are treated equally in their employment. Employers that fail to abide by the LPA may result in imprisonment for a term not exceeding 6 months or fine not exceeding 100,000 Thai baht or both. That is all from me today. Khop kun ka.
Hello everyone, my name is Mir Kamal or simply MK, and I'm just gonna briefly explain the issues that women face in Uzbekistan. So firstly, the situation here is pretty bad. Women aren't treated equally in all aspects of life. Most do not have proper education, proper jobs, and end up working in blue-collar jobs. Their main purpose in life is to become housewives. And most women have adopted this because Uzbekistan is yet to pass progressive laws that help women. However, there has been an increase in women in the parliament recently, and most of these women hold powerful positions, and this could eventually persuade the whole government to act and help women in the near future. Part of the reason for this belief is because of the old Soviet mentality that is yet to change in the country. In Soviet Union, it was widely accepted that women were supposed to take care of children while the men worked to support the family. However, there are some women who went out of their way to work in jobs that men simply could not do, such as healthcare, teaching, textile production, and some women even went to space. The responsibilities that women bore were beyond comprehensible, but this explains why the country was called the motherland. The whole idea behind this day is to show gratitude, appreciation, and respect to all the women in our country by gifting red roses on this great day. Thank you. And спасибо большое. С днем женщин.
Hello everyone, I am from Vietnam and my name is Bui Bao Long and I'll be presenting about women issues in Vietnam. As you know, Vietnam is still a developing country and that females contribute to about 50.6% of the population. Women are stereotypically and socially constructed to be domestic, meaning that the males mostly contribute to the output of economy. This is evident because when I visit Vietnam, women are mostly housewives because they're engineered to be domestic. This therefore strips females from access to education skills because it would seem redundant in their minds. On the bright side, however, United Nations women are working on strengthening legal frameworks into changing policies to better safeguard women's rights in Vietnam. Since then, there have been reforms such as the National Strategy on Gender Equality from 2011 to 2020, the Action Plans on Gender Equality from 2011 to 2015, and 2016 to 2020. Furthermore, the role and position of women in society have been improved and strengthened, in particular with regards to the number of women appointed into management positions. For instance, for the first time ever, Vietnam has a female leader appointed for the highest legislative organization, the National Assembly, and her name is Madam Nguyễn Thị Kim Ngân. Cảm ơn rất nhiều.
Hi, I'm Michelle.
I'm Violet, and for International Women's Day, we'll be representing Malaysia.
One of the issues that women face in Malaysia is sexual harassment, where just last week, Bukit Aman was reported to have suspended 2 policemen who were alleged to have sexually harassed women drivers at roadblocks. Another issue that women face in Malaysia is the wage difference. Malaysian male employees' median salary is around 2,300 a month, whereas women made 100 less at 2,200 per month.
Obviously, with negative women's issue in Malaysia, there comes positive women's rights. For example, certain crucial health checkups are free, where the government has allocated 20 million ringgit to provide free mammogram screening to detect for breast cancer, HPV vaccinations that has been distributed across schools, as well as pap smear tests at government hospitals and clinics. Maternity leave has also been increased by 30 days from 60 to 90 days, and this will be implemented in 2021. Some little fun facts about powerful women in Malaysia is that Yvonne Chia is the first woman in Malaysia to become a CEO of a bank.
And Tan Sri Dr. Seti is the first woman to be appointed as the central bank governor.
Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Sally, and I just want to say thank you for watching what you just did. That was IWD 2021, which was done by the English students of Ausmat. We do this every year for the past 4 years, but this year it was online because of the circumstances caused by COVID-19. There's a whole lot of people that I want to thank, as you will see in the credits later, but I especially want to thank Miss Vanita for always supporting this event, and I especially want to thank Myra and Kuhan, English students of Ausmat last year, 2020, who contributed in such a huge way. So just want to say thank you to them. And in closing, I just want to say that we tried our best to make it glitch-free. Everything that you saw today was online, nothing was done face-to-face. So we did our best to make it as perfect as we could. But more important than just that was that we wanted to inspire you. We wanted you to appreciate the women of your life. And we wanted to bring about an awareness of what women have done throughout the world. So in line with this year's theme, I would like to say #ChooseToChallenge. Thank you again for watching, and Happy International Women's Day 2021.
Do you want to dance?